You probably do it dozens of times a day, right? You just look at your phone and poof, it unlocks. It feels like magic. But how exactly does your face become the key to your entire digital world? And maybe more importantly, is that key really that hard to copy? Because here's the part that might make you a little uneasy. Why can a simple, flat photo of you unlock some phones, but not others? That's the big mystery we're going to solve today, and honestly, the answer might totally change how you feel about your phone's security. Okay, so here's our roadmap. We're going to start with the mystery itself, then we'll dive into the two big competing technologies, the simple 2D photo method and the much more advanced 3D depth method. After we put them head-to-head, we'll wrap it all up with what this means for you and how to keep your data safe. So first up, let's pull back the curtain on this whole mystery. How does your face, something so unique and personal, get turned into a digital password in the first place? At its heart, face unlock is just a type of biometric security. You know, instead of a password you have to remember, it's a password you are. No more typing in pins or trying to find the fingerprint scanner. You just look and you're in. It's all about convenience. But, and this is probably the most important thing you'll hear today, not all face unlock is the same, not even close. On the surface, they look identical, but underneath, the technology can be worlds apart. And it all boils down to one critical difference. Is your phone seeing you in 2D or in 3D?
Let's kick things off with the most common type, the one you find on a lot of phones out there, the 2D photo method. It's super simple, but as you're about to see, that simplicity comes with a pretty big catch.
So what kind of futuristic tech makes this work? Well, just one thing, your regular old front-facing selfie camera. That's literally it. No special sensors, no invisible lasers, just the camera that's already there for your video calls and selfies. The process itself is pretty basic. When you look at your phone, it snaps a quick 2D picture. Then, its software looks at that flat image and measures key points, like the distance between your eyes, the shape of your nose, your jawline. Finally, it just compares those measurements to the reference photo it has saved. If it's close enough, click, you're in. And this is where it all falls apart. Because it's just comparing a flat picture to another flat picture, it can be fooled by a flat picture. Seriously, a high-quality photo from your social media, a video of you even just holding up another phone with your picture on it can sometimes be enough to trick the system. This is exactly why you should never use 2D face unlock for your banking apps or mobile payments. And get this, it's not some big secret. The phone makers know it. Many devices that use this tech will literally give you a warning during setup that says something like, "Face unlock is less secure than a pen." They're telling you right to your face about its limitations. Okay, so if 2D is that easy to trick, what's the solution? Well, say hello to the 3D depth method. This is the advanced, high-tech approach designed to fix all of those security holes. Unlike the 2D method, this is a whole different ballgame. It needs specialized hardware, an entire sensor array. We're talking about an infrared camera, a dedicated depth sensor, and something called a dot projector, which blasts thousands of invisible infrared dots onto your face to map every single contour. Yeah, it's a huge leap from just a simple camera. So here's the real game changer. 3D face unlock isn't just taking a picture of you. It's building a highly detailed, three-dimensional digital model of your face. It's not just seeing you, it's measuring you in real 3D space. And that is exactly why it's a fortress compared to 2D. It measures actual depth, the curve of your cheek, how far your nose sticks out, the depth of your eye sockets. A flat photo has zero depth information, so it just can't fool the system. It's impossible. And hey, as a nice little bonus, because it uses infrared light, it works flawlessly even if you're in a pitch-black room. All right, it's time for the main event. Let's put these two technologies in the ring for the ultimate 2D versus 3D showdown. When you put them head-to-head like this, it's really no contest. For technology, 2D uses a normal camera. 3D uses that complex sensor array. For security, you've got low versus high. Vulnerability. 2D is easily fooled by a photo. 3D is incredibly difficult to trick. In low light, 2D gives up, while 3D works perfectly. And that's why you usually find 2D tech in budget phones, and 3D in the more premium, flagship devices. Okay, so you know the tech, but what does this actually mean for you and your data? Let's get practical and talk about how you can use this stuff safely. First things first, let's be super clear about what your phone is actually saving. It's not storing a selfie of you in your photo library. Instead, it creates what's called a face template. Think of it as a complex mathematical equation that represents your face.
And this string of numbers is then encrypted and locked away in a secure part of the phone's chip, like a tiny digital vault that no other apps can get into.
Knowing that helps us bust a few big myths. Myth number 1, your phone is always watching you. Nope, the sensors only fire up for that split second when you try to unlock it. Myth 2, face unlock is always super safe. Well, we just learned that's not true. It completely depends on whether it's 2D or 3D. And finally, the myth that your phone is saving your selfies for this? Absolutely not. It's all about that secure mathematical model.
So, here's your action plan. First, find out which system your phone uses. A quick search of your phone's model will tell you. Second, dig into your settings and make sure that any require attention or eyes open feature is switched on. Third, if you know you have a 2D system, just don't use it for banking or payments. And finally, always have a strong PIN or fingerprint setup as your main line of defense.
Which brings us right back to our big question. Is your face a password, or is it just a picture? Well, the answer is literally in the palm of your hand. Depending on your device, your face is either a highly secure 3-dimensional key, or it's just a glorified photo waiting to be matched.